These Chinese scan tools can be very good value for money, but you are always limited to what these scan tools can do. You cannot invent your own functionality. And if you want to do some edits in your ECU, some of these better tools, they do have ECU programming, but that means flashing DLF software to control modules in your car. It is not customizations. And for actually doing some customizations in your ECU, you will need some ECU programmer. But if you have already researched this, especially as DIYer, those prices of these ECU flashers or ECU programmers can make your head spin, because professional tools like Flex, Kess version 3, from Alientech, or whatever those tools may be, they cost with full license usually somewhere between $5,000 to $10,000, and for most of them you also have to pay some kind of subscription, which makes sense for professionals in this space. But what you are just DIYer or you are a mechanic and you want to bring some new services to your customers, then it is really hard for you to justify spending 5 to 10k just to try some ECU programming. So to start, I am recommending this Kess and Ktag set. If you buy them separately, you can find it anywhere from $50, but this is some clone software and hardware, so there is also different quality. And if I can recommend you, I would purchase this straight set straight away. And in that set, you will have Ktag. So Ktag is focused more on doing work on bench, same like I just read this ECU from Nissan. So you have these different connection cables, and it will include either soldering to some, for example, this is called JTAG method in this ECU. Now I would have to remove this silicone to get to other side, but luckily we have these programming pads, so I can solder to these pads, and already I have read file from this ECU. And even though this Ktag clone is very affordable, you get really precise instructions. Let me show you. So I opened my Ktag, select car. Check this out, we even have bikes, trucks, tractors and even boats. So really wide range of vehicles you can program. But let's go to car. I already have selected Nissan Micra K12. This is where this ECU is from. And if I select this OK, here are instructions. So it comes with picture of my ECU, and I knew how to connect because I got detailed instructions. First it showed me these programming pads, so these are the same pads I got here, but then it will show you exactly which cable do you need, so also picture of cable. You have also name of the cable, and then of course if you buy full set you will get all these cables, and also you have names on the backs, so you know exactly which cable is which. So to connect this I needed this cable and then another cable, so you actually have to connect two cables. So this is exact pinout. It showed me with colors, so it is very easy to follow, and you just solder ends of this cable according to this pinout. And of course these are instructions for the second connector, and these cables go here. So this is to give power to ECU so it can communicate. And then same connection I can use to write files back. So this is Ktag. It is more focused on doing bench work, so either you will have programming pads like this, or then also very similar is what is called BDM method. So I have another ECU here. I have actually no idea where is the BDM port or whether it's one here, but usually it is something like, for example here, let's say you have some pads and then you will connect to these pads. So either you will have to solder wires, again according to the diagram, but there is actually simpler method using item you can get with your Ktag set. And this is it. So this is called BDM frame. You will input your ECU, and then in your set you will get also different BDM adapters. So once you will find correct adapter, you can input it here. Now this is not for this ECU, but just for demonstration, you will kind of push it down. I don't want to damage my adapter, but you will push it down and it will make contact with the pins. And then on top you have this board, because sometimes you also have to make another connection to some different path that is maybe a little far from that BDM. And then you get something like this pogo pin. You can push it down and it will make good connection with that one pin you need, or multiple pins. And then another tool in this set, and a little bit easier to start with, it is Kess. And this one is more focused on reading ECU files directly to OBD socket. For example, I have used this when I was doing DTC delete for my BMW. I have read my ECU file with this Kess programmer, and also wrote it back using the same Kess programmer. But this software will not do any of software edits. So you can read file and you can write file, but it is not edit software for editing. You have different choices. Either you can download programs, so different ECUs have different programs. For example, I have this EDC15 from Bosch, so I will download file and then I will try to find program. Let's say I want to do, for example, disable immobilizer, so I will look the immobilizer off for EDC15 C32, whatever the name of this ECU is. And searching based on ECU, either you will find some program you can use, or there are also online services that can do edits for you, either the customized edits, which are more expensive, but you got tailored solution to your exact file, or there is paid file service. So for example, this is stock ECU. I can go online, I will maybe pay 20 euros and I can download, for example, stage 1, so increase power in this ECU. I will download it and then write it back. But you also have to be careful because ECU also stores some immobilizer data, VIN number, and if you put everything from different ECU, then your car may not start. So you also have to be careful about where this information is stored. Now this is not case for every ECU, but generally, or in a lot of the ECUs, you have your main processor, where you have your maps, so your performance data, and in this processor you would have to edit these maps to increase power. But immobilizer data may be in some smaller chip, like this EEPROM chip for example. And usually reading with Kess, it will give you access to these maps, but in most cases you will not read the full file, so you don't have backup, you don't have immobilizer data. You can do some edits like DTCs, increase power, stuff like that, but usually you will not be able to do some edits to your immobilizer or some ECU cloning that is more done with these direct connection methods using Ktag. And then also for Kess, you need some good battery maintainer. I'm using something like this. I mean, professional ones cost like 1000 euros or dollars. This one was about $250, and it can pretty much hold the 13-14 volts, which is required, especially for writing files to be safe. You can get away with 12 volts or using some basic cheap battery charger, but it will work a few times. After one time you will break your ECU, so I suggest investing in something like this, because when you're doing it on bench, you can use just some simple 12-volt power source. It is easy, and Ktag actually have the place, so you have to connect 12-volt adapter. But if you are doing programming in car, a lot of stuff can drain your voltage, for example lights, or for some ECUs, engine fan can go off, which can eat up really a lot of current, and it will fast drain your voltage down. So you need powerful battery charger / maintainer. So like I was saying, I'm suggesting starting with full set Kess, Ktag, BDM frame, BDM adapters. Together I think it's about 300 euros. And for this money it will actually give you a lot of functionality, a lot of vehicle coverage and ECU coverage. Because if you buy just one, then you will often find, for example, you buy Kess and then you want to read some ECU, then you will find you cannot get to immobilizer data, or that ECU you want to download is not supported. Or if you buy only Ktag, it can be a little overkill. If you want to do just some simple DTC off, you will have to take ECU from car, take it apart, which for some ECUs can be really hard, and there is also risk of damaging your ECU when you are opening. So I suggest getting full set. I will link it in description. There are also a bunch of more budget ECU programmers. For example, I have this MPPS and a bunch of others. So in the description I will also link out to my article on my website, Best ECU Programmers, and there you can find more information about these tools. And also that article I can always update, so there will be the better tools currently I found.